We begin with a deadly shooting at the Waianae Boat Harbor. A man in his 30s is now dead after he was shot and killed. We now know the name of the victims. Family members identified him as Shiloh Chong Tim. Honolulu police say that he was shot and killed at the Waianae Boat Harbor just before 11 o'clock this morning. And his alleged killer is now in custody. We are taking a look right now at the scene of the crime. Officers have it taped off at the boat harbor. The suspect drove off and ditched his vehicle. Officers found the vehicle near Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center and arrested the suspect after he took off on foot. The family is now mourning the loss of Chong Tim, who was killed at the scene. Our Kristen Concilio, she is joining us live from Waianae. Kristen, what can you tell us? What's the latest?
That's right. We're here at the Waianae Boat Harbor, where family told us that the victim is Shiloh Chong Tim. Now, they're right behind me, still grieving the loss of Shiloh. They did not want to come on camera, but many of them say this is happening way too often here on the Waianae coast. And tonight we have Samantah DeCorte with us. She's on the neighborhood board. And Samantha, tell us, how's the community dealing with yet another homicide here?
Well, I mean, it's a war zone down here. On one hand, residents are in fear, and on the other hand, I mean, they're just falling numb to this kind of activity. And to be honest, I really don't blame them, because the city and state has failed to provide us with just the basic resources, the basic necessities to prevent this kind of violent crimes.
And describe to us how bad it's gotten here in recent years.
I mean, you know, what used to be kind of repetitive crime in game rooms, at chicken fights, are now happening in our public spaces, in our backyards, and the crime is just relentless. Victims and suspects are getting younger. It's happening in the middle of the day, and it's just perpetuating this fear and intimidation that this kind of activity breeds in the community. People do not want to come out of their homes.
What do you think needs to be done to prevent these types of crimes?
Well, first and foremost, we've got to get surveillance cameras out here ASAP. So I'm in touch with some state agencies to help us to get the resources to get this kind of monitoring system out here. And secondly, if not also the first thing as well, we've got to complete the Waianae police station. I mean, we're talking about a location of the shooting that was at Waianae Boat Harbor to the location of the crash, which was in Maili, and right smack in the middle of that is an empty police station that's been sitting empty since 2017. Had that been fully functioning, we would have had more patrol officers on the car. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad that he did crash, because had he not, he would have been long gone off of the coastline, just like every other suspect that commits a crime here and flees the scene. Almost half, if not more, of the suspects have not even been caught, convicted, and are in prison. So we don't know where these suspects are. They could be right behind our houses for all we know.
Thank you so much, Samantha. And again, we'll bring you more as we get more information as the investigation continues. But for now, I'm Kristen Concilio reporting from the Waianae Boat Harbor.